Grace and peace to you all. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. This is Pastor Pimpong, and today is the 10th day of the first month of the new year 2020. Can you imagine? God has carried us on his wings like an eagle already for 10 days. And let me ask you a question, and please be very, very honest. How much has God charged you to carry you these 10 days? How much money has he charged you? He has given you and I fresh air to breathe. He has given us sunlight to warm our bodies. He has given us everything that pertains to life, free of charge. Isn't that true? He hasn't charged you and I anything. He has carried us faithfully to this point, in spite of the fact that even at this very moment, within these 10 days of the new year already, so many of us have broken his heart. We have failed to live up to expectation as far as our walk with Christ is concerned. And yet, God has been faithful. My beloved, I am walking this morning. I have, by his grace, walked 4 miles, and the temperature is 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 10 degrees Celsius. Can you imagine? 10 degrees Celsius on the 10th day of the new year 2020. 10 plus 10 is what? 20? Listen, this is I'm just don't look at that as being something divine. No. It's just a statement I'm making. Looking at the profoundness of it. 10 days in the new year, and the temperature is 10 degrees. It is 2020. 10-10, 2020. Just something for you and I to think about. But God has been so good. And that is why I want to enjoin your heart and my heart to the book of Psalm 33. Psalm 33. David said, "Rejoice in the Lord, O ye righteous. Rejoice in the Lord, O ye righteous. For praise is calmly. Praise is attractive. Praise is something that should attract the righteous one. Praise is calmly unto the upright." Who is the upright man? The upright man is the righteous man. And then he said, "Sing unto the Lord with the harp." And he also said, "Play skillfully. Sing and play music on 10 strings instrument." Oh, my Lord. It says, "Sing unto the Lord a new song." Why? 10 days he has carried us. You've paid no money for it. What more can you offer unto God than the praises from your lips and from your heart? Hallelujah. The righteous. Who is the righteous? No, we constantly say that we are Jesus Christ is our righteousness. Is that true? If he is our righteousness, then our lives, the life that we live, the life that we have lived these 10 days, does it reflect the life of Christ? How many people has it attracted to Christ? How many people have your life attracted to Christ? Because the life, Jesus' life, is like a sweet fragrance to those who are alive. Even to the dead. The life of Christ, the fragrance of Christ, gives life to those who are dying. And so if you and I are the righteousness of Christ, we ought to be exuding, or the sweet fragrance of Christ ought to be emanating from us, coming from us, and affecting the people around us. Is that what is happening in your life and in my life today, my beloved? David said, "Rejoice in the Lord." Are you rejoicing? How is your demeanor? Are you full of smiles and joy because of the joy of the Lord in your heart? Because you see, the joy of the Lord in our heart is such that you cannot help but burst forth with joy and smiles. And your face will be aglow with the beauty of the righteousness of Christ. Is a praise is attractive unto the upright. Is your heart attracted to praise? Are you one who is always full of praise unto God? Because you see, when you and I are filled with the joy of the Lord, and we are full of praises and rejoicing in the Lord, as Paul would say, rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice. My beloved, there will be no room in your heart, room for unforgiveness. No. You will not harbor that. You will not harbor bitterness. You will not harbor anything. No. You will not allow a second of it in your life. You are readily forgiven. You readily forgive. Let go. You hold no grudge, hold nothing against anybody. You go the extra mile to seek to make peace. And humility will be your life. Humility, empathy, love, joy, mercy. My beloved, today is the 10th day of the first month of the year 2020. And as I speak to you today, I am standing in the temperature, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which translates into 10 degrees Celsius. 10 days, 10 degrees Celsius. On the 20th, in the year 2020. Think about it. My beloved, rejoice in the Lord. Let us rejoice in the Lord. Let us offer unto God pure praise. Let our hearts be filled with praises unto the Lord. My beloved, this life is just like a smoke which just fizzles and disappears into thin air. Today you may be here tonight. You may be holding something, a grudge. You just don't want to forgive. You want to show that you are mature. You are there. My friend. Let go. Let go. Rather, let your heart be filled with rejoicing, with praise. Be more than willing to forgive and to forget. Let go. Let us let go. Because today you may be holding on something. Tomorrow you'll be lying down there with your arms open. You cannot hear anything. What has happened? Dead. Within these 10 days, so many have gone. You by the grace of God and me by the grace of God, we are alive. That's why we have to be filled with rejoicing and praises and be very, very willing, very, very willing. And I speak this, willing to forgive and let go. Let the Lord have his way. Let us be like Christ. Let us be the righteousness. That's what we talk about. We are Christ is our righteousness. Let us reflect that, because that's what Jesus Christ is. When he was on the cross, having been whipped, blood drooping, pain in his palm, nails driven through his palm, through his feet, his whole back torn, his whole body torn because of the lashes inflicted on him. For all that, on top of that, he was given vinegar to drink. And then he looked at the people who treated him that way. He said, Father, forgive them. They know not what they are doing. Is that what you are talking about when you said Christ is your righteousness? Is that the life that you and I live? Is that a life? Are we willing to forgive and let go? My beloved, Psalm 33. Psalm 33. Rejoice in the Lord, O ye righteous, for praise is comely unto the upright. Are you righteous? Am I righteous? Are you upright? Am I upright? What is righteousness anyway? What is uprightness? Righteousness is Jesus. Uprightness is Jesus Christ. Are we reflecting those things in our lives? When people see us, do they see us as the righteousness of Christ? Like in the days of the book of Acts, when they saw the apostles and they said, there is something different about them. They've turned the whole city upside down. To the extent that they call them Christians. Is that what they see about you and I? Are we peculiar? That's the question. Because Jesus Christ said we are a peculiar people, a holy nation, a royal priesthood. Are you peculiar? Are you different? Are we different? It is my prayer today that as we reflect on Psalm 33 and from verse 1 through, and looking at what righteousness is, we will endeavor and strive to be at peace with all men and to be like Jesus Christ. Listen, God bless you. I love you. but Jesus loves you the most. This is Pastor Pimpon. Grace and peace. Bye-bye.